Hi friends, Rebecca Diaz-Avedo here with the Art of Building a Successful Massage Practice. And I have to go live because I want to answer Anna's question and also any other questions that you guys have for me. I've just got a few minutes here. My darling daughter might wake up from her nap any minute and that could change the amount of time that we have, but here I am. Let's rock and roll. Happy Friday. Let's do some good. Okay, so if you haven't met me, my name is Rebecca Diaz-Avedo, formerly Rebecca Overson, and I have been a licensed massage therapist since 1995, and I have dedicated my life and energy and passion to up-leveling. That's a hard word to say. Up-leveling the massage therapy industry. And I do that two different ways. But the first way is by training massage therapists to be kick-ass business owners, like CEOs. I mean, guys, let's face it. If you want to be successful in business, you got to think like a business owner and you've got to develop the skills of running a business. And it's not that hard. But if you're getting coaching from somebody who's not also a heart-centered entrepreneur in a service-based business, you can get a lot of bad advice. So I am here to support you, and I love that you are all part of this amazing community. So use me up for the time that I have. But I really wanted to just dive right in because Anna's question was so good. She says, hi, Cassidy. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Anna. Okay, good. You can see me and hear me okay. All right, excellent. Okay, so this is Anna's, she says, question about cancellation policy. She says, I know that clear communication is where it's at, but I still get people canceling with things like my dog had to have an emergency service or my dog bit me this morning. These things are true, and these people sometimes see me 3 times per week, but it feels awkward to charge them for emergency moments like this. I'm just going to put a little flag in that comment. But from my business standpoint, she says, it's really freaking annoying. Oh my gosh, I totally get that. You guys let me know, does this happen to you? Do you have this issue? If you've worked with me, you don't have this issue, but a lot of massage therapists have a hard time with cancellation policies. And Anna, I totally get it. And let's just get this really, really clear. All right. So she says, if I had a high volume of people I didn't have relationships with, this would feel easier. But why be in practice if that's what you're doing? But I feel like if I follow through and actually charge them $100 for standing me up, they're going to take their business elsewhere. Okay, gonna put another little flag in that sentence as well, because I definitely want to address this. Okay, and you guys, by the way, let me know any questions or comments that you have about anything that I'm talking about. Do you agree? Do you disagree? A heck yes, a heck no, whatever. And then if there's anything else you would like to ask me or have me elaborate on, feel free. Okay, this is just kind of a pop-up Q&A as I have been known to do. All right. And then, so she says, awkward, help. I'm sure that this is 100% on me, but I find myself just stuck waffling between resenting the loss of income and fearing I'll lose them. I don't know how to communicate this without making it about me. Okay, there's 20 really good comments. I'm going to admit I haven't read any of them, but we're going to just build this from the ground up. Okay. And again, you guys know I am like no bull. I shoot straight. I do it with love. Please know I am never criticizing you or putting you down, and please don't take it personally. I deeply care about your success, and time is precious, and I feel like sometimes the best thing that we can do for each other is just be like brutally honest, okay? So here's the deal. I'm going to just say this the way that I say to my students in my 8-week Rock Your Massage Practice Academy. If you don't have policies in place that protect your time, you're giving your money away. Your clients are controlling your practice, not you. Just think about that for a second. Your clients are controlling your income, not you. Now, it is true that your clients are controlling your income anyway because they are your clients, okay? Obviously, you're doing a service-based business that relies greatly on your ability to connect with and communicate with your clients and provide the service that you need. However, or the service that they need. However, without you putting boundaries around your time, you are basically training your clients that it's okay to mess with you. Boundaries are not so much about like telling another person, hey, you can't do this, because they can. Can clients stand you up? Yep. Can clients have emergencies and have good excuses for missing their appointment last minute? They totally can. But if you're allowing them to do that without recourse, without any, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not penalty, you guys. What's the word I'm looking for? Without any, what's the word I'm looking for? If you're allowing them to do that and you're not responding to it in a way to correct that, then you aren't having you're lacking boundaries on how you will be treated in those scenarios. So it's totally fine for clients to no-show you. But if you say, hey, you can no-show me or you can cancel regardless of the circumstance, it's fine. I'm just going to charge you for your session every single time you do that. Doesn't matter if it's an emergency. I get that. But your clients need to understand they're financially responsible for the appointment, whether they show up or not, whether they have a crisis or not. It's not your problem. In life, there are problems. Okay? And what I don't want is you guys just kind of doing this, oh, I feel bad. Like that's not the way to think from it. So the bottom line, thank you. You guys are helping me with my consequences. That was the word I was looking for, Nicole. Thank you. But I want you to think like a business owner instead of a person that's trying to get people to like them. Because the fact of the matter is, my rule, I only do business with people I trust and respect and that trust and respect me. And a client that trusts and respects me will have no problem saying, I'm so sorry, I have an emergency, I can't make it, run my card. Instead of a client that goes, oh, I've had an emergency, I'm so sorry, I can't make it, don't charge me. To me, that makes me want to, that's BS. Time is money and they're responsible for that appointment. Okay, so that's kind of like the big picture of it. Is this making sense, you guys? Any questions or comments on that so far? Let me just check on the feed and make sure I'm getting all of the, yeah, it looks like I'm getting all the comments this time. Okay, so your job is to train your clients how you'll be treated when they do certain things. That's boundaries. Boundaries is, this is what I'm gonna do when you do this. It's not you need to do this, because you can't control other people's behavior. You just can't. All you can do is say, okay, but if you do this, then this is what you can count on that I will do every single time. So one thing that Anna said that a lot of massage therapists have is fear of disappointing people, fear of losing clients, fear of there being some kind of negative repercussion. But aren't there negative repercussions anyway? And I will always maintain that fear is one of the worst places to make a decision from. You don't have to kiss your clients' asses. Yeah, they're great clients, but if they perpetually mess with your time and you don't hold their feet to the fire, then you're just training them that your time is not worth anything. Don't do that. So my invitation to you is to always have in place policies and procedures that protect your time, be 100% bulletproof in them, hold your client's feet to the fire and do it with love and compassion. And you can always do it in a way that leaves any discretion up to you, the therapist. You might decide, okay, I'm not going to charge you for that session because shoot, I have an emergency too, and I don't want to cancel on you, but now we're both off, so let me just go and it's fine. Or you might have a clause in your policy that says it's at your discretion, and if something that you might decide, maybe they won't pay the full amount, but they'll pay half, but they will pay something. If it's me, they'll just pay in full. That's just how it works, okay? And it's beautiful, beautiful, you guys. When you have this system in place, when you have those things in place, it works so beautifully because then all you're doing is just reminding your clients what they agreed to do under those circumstances. You're not punishing them. You're not penalizing them. You're not sticking it to them. You're just keeping it clean. You're keeping the relationship clean and in integrity. Is this making sense, you guys? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What questions do you have for me? What are you learning? Does this reiterate what you're doing, or you realize, oh my gosh, there are things that I need to change, yada, yada. Okay, let me know. And of course, if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay in the comments so I know that you're a part of this conversation, even if you're not watching live with me, okay? So that's the deal. That's my thoughts on that. Now, I said I wanted to put a little bookmark in Anna's comments, so let me just go back. She says, it feels awkward to charge for emergency moments like this. Yes, that's because you don't have a policy in place, okay? And it's awkward because you're now having to make a decision under stress. Don't do that. Plan it all out first, okay? The second thing she says, but I feel like if I follow through and actually charge them $100 for standing me up, they're going to take the business elsewhere. They might if you're not training them how to do business with you, okay? This is about you. You're in control of your business. You guys say it with me. I am in control of my business. I am in control of my business. I am in control of my business. I decide how my business runs, and I train my clients how to work with me. And it's just a beautiful way of doing it. Okay, so Anna, don't beat yourself up. It's a huge, huge ball of goo that so many therapists find themselves in. And that's why I wanted to do a Facebook Live on it. But also she says, I'm stuck waffling between resenting the loss of income and fearing I'll lose them. Now remember, resentment is a sign that something needs to change. And resentment is because you're depending on this person. You're giving them your power to make a decision about your income in that moment. You're making life's emergencies about you, and they're not about you. And when you have that policy clearly in place, it just really makes it super, super easy. Okay. So Anna, what I would do is, if you don't have a policy in place, you can't do shit. Sorry. If you don't have an existing policy in place, you have nothing. So you've got to get a policy in place. That being said, if you don't have one, you can say to this client, thank you so much. I understand you had an emergency, and moving forward, you are still financially, can we agree that you are still financially responsible for the appointment, whether you show up or not? I'm here, I'm ready. I'm sorry you had an emergency. I hope your dog is okay, but please understand, for me, you're asking me to bear the burden of your emergency when that's your responsibility. Okay, you've got to have the clarity, the clarifying communication to ensure that doesn't happen moving forward. Okay, making sense, you guys? You with me? And do you have any other questions that you want me to answer before I hop off here? Again, let me just check in on the comments. Also, if you guys didn't see, I just posted awesome feedback, always celebrating the amazing results that graduates of the Rock Your Massage Practice Academy are accomplishing. You guys thriving even during a global pandemic, okay? So for those of you that are sitting around waiting for the pandemic to be over, I'm worried that you're gonna be way behind the 8 ball. There's so much that you can and should be doing if you're committed to keeping your massage practice your livelihood. Okay, so if you need help with that, please, if you're serious about success and you're looking for an awesome mentor and you want to see if I'm a good fit for you, go to rockyourmassagepractice.com/application and schedule a call, and let's look together and see if we can help you get where you want to go. Okay, so let me just look here. Back to the comments under Anna's thing. Again, you can't charge your clients anything if they haven't agreed to it. So it's your loss. And that's sadly the cost of not having policies, is you're giving away probably 10 to 30% of your income by not having policies. Okay. All right, you guys. Hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pull a card. You guys want to pull a card? We're going to pull a card. Let me grab me here a deck of Oracle cards. And thank you, Cassidy, for your feedback. You said I generally charge half price for emergencies and full price for last minute cancellation for non-emergency. But again, Cassidy, if it's not your emergency, it's not your emergency. Charge them. At least give yourself the flexibility to decide to charge them half, but don't say you'll charge them half. People will have emergencies all the time, you guys. It's ridiculous. In my practice, working with pregnant women, but emergencies all the time. People are like, I had my baby at the water park. Okay, well, you missed your appointment. Sorry. It sounds a little harsh, but it's not when they agree to it up front. It's not making sense, you guys. I sound like such a biatch. I'm not. I want you guys to respect your time, okay? All right, my fellow travelers, go be awesome. Have an amazing day. Reach out to me if you need help with anything, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.